Alright, let's start with something that almost slid under the radar, but could have had massive implications for your Atlanta Falcons. There was this proposed rule, brought up by the Detroit Lions of all teams, that said, hey, forget about division winners automatically getting home playoff games. Let's just seed everyone by record. Now, hold on a sec. It didn't even make it to the conversation floor. Got killed before the owners even had their lunch. But this could have been catastrophic for teams like the Falcons, because guess what? The NFC South has been a dogfight in the mud the last few years. We're talking 9-8, 10-7, 8-9 type records winning divisions. It's been that kind of neighborhood. And under the current system, if the Falcons win that scrap, boom, they host a playoff game. Under the Lions' idea, not so fast. You'd be a 10-7 division champ playing on the road against a 12-5 wild card. That ain't it. A glimpse at the past. Why this rule would have screwed the NFC South. Let's just look back a bit. The Bucs, the only team repping the South in recent years. Under the proposed seeding change, they would have gone from a 3 seed to a 6, a 4 seed to a 6, and in 1 year, missed the playoffs completely. Now, I ain't out here campaigning for Tom Brady's old crew, but this is about preserving what makes football so damn great. Division rivalries, meaningful late-season games, and yes, home field advantage if you win the crown. Division games should matter. Period. You win your division? You should host. End of story. That's football. That's what makes Week 18 feel like life or death. That's what makes Saints versus Falcons in December feel like a blood feud. That's what gives meaning to every December snap. If you take away that home playoff reward 5 to 10 years from now, division games won't mean jack. You'll see coaches resting starters in rivalry games. You'll lose that tension, that hatred, that edge. And damn it, we need that edge. The Saints? You should hate them. Your kids should hate them. Their kids should hate them. That's tradition. That's NFC South football. Don't let the suits take that away. The NFL goes to the Olympics. Flag football in 2028. Now let's switch gears. Something wild is happening in 2028. Flag football is going to the Olympics. And here's the kicker. NFL players are now officially allowed to compete. That's right. Real deal pros, out there repping the USA in 5-on-5 flag football. It's gonna be electric. Here's how it works. 10-man rosters, 5 on the field, a quarterback, someone to snap it who becomes a receiver, another receiver or running back, and then 4 defensive backs and 1 rusher on the other side. It's fast, it's flashy, it's made for TV, and with NFL studs involved, it's about to become must-watch global football. Imagine Tyreek Hill or Jamar Chase in a flag football game against France. Who's guarding that? Coming up next, we've got more madness to dive into, including why the Tush push ain't going anywhere. Spoiler, the NFL ain't ready to ban it yet, but that's coming up in the next segment. Stick around. This is just the beginning. So let's talk about flag football, Olympic style. This ain't just a fun backyard thing anymore. In 2028, Los Angeles is hosting the Olympics, and for the first time ever, flag football will be a featured sport. And not just any flag football, with NFL players. Yeah, you heard that right. NFL superstars, repping the red, white, and blue, torching global competition in 5-on-5 flag football. Quick breakdown, the rules of the game. Let's set the field. 70 yards long, 25 yards wide, 2 20-minute halves, 4 downs to get to midfield, then 4 downs to punch it in. And here's a wrinkle. No running plays allowed inside the 5-yard line. That means you still need running backs, but not for goal line power. You need shiftiness, route running, hands. This is a speed and finesse game, not 3 yards in a cloud of dust football. Over time, each team gets a shot. Simple. 4 Falcons that could make Team USA. Let's talk Falcons. Who's got Olympic-level juice? 1. Bijan Robinson. This dude's built for it. Explosive out of the backfield, smooth hands, makes guys miss in a phone booth. In 3 years, he could be a gold medalist. 2. Drake London. Now here's the thing. Drake's got the body and the catch radius, But in flag football, it's about speed, separation, and quickness, not outmuscling DBs. The physicality that makes him elite in the NFL might not translate perfectly. 3. Jamison Pierce. This is your sleeper pick. Pure speed. He'd be a nightmare coming off the edge. You think some poor QB from Italy is escaping him in open space? Not a chance. 4. Jesse Bates. You want a center fielder with instincts? That's Bates. Ball hawk. Killer anticipation. Quarterbacks overseas ain't ready for this man baiting them into picks like it's a Sunday afternoon in the NFC South. My Dream Team USA lineup. Let's cook up a hypothetical roster, just for fun. QB. Lamar Jackson. He's still got wheels. But if we're talking 3 years down the road, Jaden Daniels might be your guy. That kid's going to be a rocket in cleats. RB. Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs. Either one? Problem. WRs. Straight out of LSU, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Malik Neighbors. That's a track team in cleats. Rushers, Micah Parsons and Nolan Smith. You can't block that speed in space. DBs. Travis Hunter, plays both ways. Patrick Surtain 2, Derek Stingley Jr. That's pure athleticism and ball skills. Try throwing past them. Final thought, Falcons in the Olympics. If I had to pick one Falcon for Team USA, Bijan's the safe bet. But Jamison Pierce could be the sneaky X factor. That kind of speed on defense in flag football could ruin a game plan, could ruin a nation's dreams. You can already hear the Italian announcers screaming as he closes in. The Tush push, still legal, baby all right. Now let's address the story that refused to die, the Tush push ban. I'll be real with you. I had this whole segment scripted out assuming it was getting banned, thought it was done, cooked. But nope, the league said, nah. Right before we hit record, the official word came down, no ban. The brotherly shove survives. Here's the deal. It needed 24 votes from the 32 teams to pass. It got 22. Came up too short. That's it. All that noise, all that airtime. And the thing didn't even cross the line. Diana Rossini took one on the chin tough look here. No one hyped this ban up more than Diana Rossini. She said it was happening. She said it was certain. And then, boom, backfire. But hey, that's the game. And the Tush push? It's still part of the game too. Love it or hate it, the QB sneak with a convoy of muscle behind him is here to stay. And Philly fans are probably shotgunning beers in celebration. All right, here's the deal. Philadelphia Eagles versus Green Bay Packers, Week 10, Monday Night Football, right after Philly's bye week. 1st and 10th, they're going Tush push. 2nd down, yup, Tush push again. 3rd down, nope, because they've already got the 1st down from those first 2 plays. Simple, effective. The rule's not broken, and it's not cheating. Banning the Tush push, that's just soft. There's no real evidence it causes injuries. It's not like there's a pile of medical reports backing a ban. What it really feels like is hypocrisy. The league suddenly cares about player safety only when a certain play makes them look bad or threatens the TV product. If player safety was the true priority, we'd see a massive overhaul of the schedule. No more 17-game grinds, no Thursday night games where players barely recover. But nope, they want their Christmas Day game, short rest weeks, and to dominate TV markets, then talk about safety? Nah. You can't have it both ways, Roger. Who cares if some fans complain? I don't get it. Who's really turning off the TV because of the Tush push? The complaints are loud, but the fans, they keep watching. You don't like it? Fine. But it's not ruining the game. The Eagles don't have an unfair advantage. This play is not some secret cheat code. It's not like in the 1920s when someone suggested a second forward pass and the league said, nope, that's not fun. Everyone can do the Tush push if they have the right personnel and the guts to try it. The reason other teams aren't using it, they simply don't have the guys for it. Shout out to the Falcons. We beat the Eagles in 2024. And hey, before we move on, remember the Atlanta Falcons? The only team to beat a healthy 2024 Eagles squad. That's not banner-worthy? Fine, but maybe a towel toss or something. That win with Jalen Hurts? Solid. New NFL rule alert: onside kicks. Just got interesting. Owners met recently and passed a rule change I actually like. Teams can declare an onside kick at any point in the game, not just the fourth quarter anymore. Plus, the kick will now come from the 34-yard line instead of the 35, meaning the kicking team lines up a yard closer to the receiving team. Why does that matter? It makes recovering onside kicks a little easier, and let's be honest, onside kicks have become boring, with almost zero recoveries the last few years. This change could bring some excitement back to that part of the game. 4th and 20 comebacks? Nah, I'm not a fan. Another wild idea floating around is to guarantee teams a chance with a 4th and 20 conversion no matter what. Here's my take. If you're down so badly in the fourth quarter, you shouldn't get a do-over just to keep it interesting for TV. If you're losing by that much, you didn't play well enough in the first 3 quarters. Sometimes the game should just end. I don't want gimmicks that extend games artificially just to make it fun for viewers in the last few minutes.